charity Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, where hardened, been there, seen it all before celebrities turn to jelly and quiver under pressure, all for their favourite causes. Please welcome the next pair to be put through the usual mill, Emily Maitlis and Piers Morgan. Hoping to win a decent amount of money for Sparks this evening is Emily Maitlis. Emily was born in Canada but brought up and educated in England. Daughter of a university professor, she studied languages at Cambridge and then worked as a documentary maker in the Far East before coming back to Britain as a television journalist. In 2006, she attained one of the ultimate accolades within BBC News when she became one of the elite team of Newsnight hosts, as well as being the regular lunchtime and evening news bulletin reader. Piers Stephen Pugh Morgan, I just like saying it, despite having neither the languages nor the legs, achieved great things in journalism too, under the wing of Rupert Murdoch. At the tender age of 28, he became the youngest editor of a national British newspaper for more than half a century. Then he upset cuddly old Rupert by defecting to the other side and editing the Daily Mirror, a job he successfully held for 9 years. And now he's become a bit of a celebrity in his own right. He was recently seen as a judge on ITV's hit show Britain's Got Talent. Piers is here this evening to raise money for the well-being of women. Right, serious business then, you guys, then we'll chat around. Emily and Piers are now just 12 tiny little questions away from winning £1 million, looking very apprehensive for their two charities. If any of the 12 questions should prove a little bit tricky, even for their combined journalistic brains, they can call on those three ever-helpful lifelines to get them back on track. They can go 50-50, they can phone a friend, and they can, of course, ask the audience. And as always, our celebrities do have to agree on all their final answers and the use of any lifelines, including their choice of phone a friend. It is somehow hard to imagine Piers ever agreeing with anybody. Right, Emily, Piers, lots of luck. Let's play. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So 2 little questions now. That's all you need to do.
What happened to all the easy ones?
Well, they're still there. They're just...
Thank you. They're the only ones I got right last time.
Yes, but luckily last time you had Anne Widdecombe.
I know, it's a bit of an improvement.
Well, question number 1 for £500. You see, the money's higher as well. 2 away from 1,000. Here comes the question. What is the main diet of pelicans? Plankton, fruit, insects, fish.
Well, I'm pretty sure pelicans don't eat plankton.
Or fruit, indeed. I think if we're not certain on this one, it's not going to happen.
It's going to be very embarrassing. I think we better go for fish.
Well, I can imagine the pelican.
That's right, now, so you have £500. But why Sparks particularly for you?
It does amazing pioneering medical research for children's diseases. And most of the activities that they want sponsorship for tend to be sporting. So I'm sort of feeling quite lucky to be raising money for them and sitting down at the same time. That's, you know, my way of doing it. But they do some fantastic work, and I'm just, you know, really hoping, fingers crossed, that they'll get more than a mention. They'll
You've got £1,000 at least so far, and hopefully a lot more. Piers, I have to say, of all the many charities I could assume that you would get tied up with, well-being of woman was a surprise to me.
Well, coming from you.
Well, exactly.
Yeah. No, it's a very good charity. It has a lot of research into diseases and illnesses specifically for women, like ovarian cancer and so on. And they just need lots of money for research into very specific stuff. And I've been attached to it actually through my former chairman at the Mirror, who obviously fired me, but this is my way of giving back. So just to show there's no hard feelings, Sir Victor Black. But it's a very good charity that he promotes, and I hope we do well for them tonight.
Got a plan?
Oh, yes.
Gonna tell me?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, she's going
Somebody
to answer the
told me
question.
that Piers was a global phenomenon.
No, Piers told
I
me.
told you that.
Piers
Piers
I
is
just
the only person who
relaxed
believes
and
it.
thought, I've got a global phenomenon at my side.
Yes.
What could possibly go
I've
wrong?
got a good feeling about tonight.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay, you're damaged, of course, aren't you?
Damaged?
Well,
Yes,
no, you're
I've got
damaged.
three broken ribs.
In many ways.
But the show must go on. The show must go on. Acute agony.
What have you done?
I fell off a contraption called a Segway, which is a motorised bike you stand on in Los Angeles. And the slightly embarrassing thing was that when I was editor of The Mirror, George Bush, the president, fell off a Segway, and we ran the pictures in The Mirror under the headline, "Only a complete idiot would fall off one of these." So what goes around comes
Well, it
around.
has. Okay, you have £1,000 guaranteed. You have all 3 lifelines. Question number 3 is for 2,000. Complete the title of the play by Tennessee Williams, The Night of the Llama, Iguana, Puma, Koala.
I defer to my right honourable lady.
Iguana. B.
Final answer?
Yeah.
I trust her implicitly. She presents Newsnight. Why wouldn't I? Exactly.
That's the right answer. You've got £2,000. Welcome back to the second part of tonight's charity, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, where Emily and Piers are hoping to make news themselves. So far, they've reached £2,000. They have not touched a single lifeline, so things are looking okay. How are you feeling? Calm?
Great.
Are you?
Great.
You've had an extraordinary... You were born in Canada. You're not Canadian, you're English, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're born in Canada, then spent a long time in Hong Kong.
Yep.
You speak French, Spanish, Italian and Mandarin?
No, I really don't speak Mandarin. I speak pants Mandarin.
Pants Mandarin.
It's a new kind of take on pidgin.
I think the way the world's going, I think Mandarin could be extraordinarily handy. I wish I'd learned Mandarin.
Yeah, me too. I wish I'd learned it better. Yeah.
OK, now listen, you had £2,000 for your 2 charities for well-being of women and Sparks. You have all 3 lifelines. Have a look, question number 4. This is for £5,000. Here it comes. What does the C stand for in the medical abbreviation GMC? Council, Centre, Congress, Commission.
Council. Yeah.
Sure? Final answer?
Final answer.
Final answer.
Hey, council.
That's the right answer. You got £5,000. OK, question number 5 is for 10,000. Money now going up much faster than it used to. You still have not touched any of those lifelines. Have you got a good phone of friends?
Very good.
Some
Who have
you
got?
know well.
Who do you know?
One of them's Judith Keppel, who you may remember.
She's quite good.
Who won $1 million.
How would you know her?
I know Judith.
What would
very
a
well.
woman of Judith's stature be doing
Emily
talking to you?
actually has a property in the same part of France, same village, as Judith Keppel.
OK, you have 5,000. This is for £10,000. You may not need to call Judith or anyone else for a while. See what happens. Question number 5 is this. Which TV series was set in the fictional village of Cardale? Take the High Road, Peak Practice, Howard's Way, The House of Elliot.
No, I've got no idea, but it's something you'd say peak practice. I don't know why. Howard's Way was a... wasn't that a sea?
Yachting. It was a
So
yachting.
that's not a village, right? Peak Practice was a village. It was a doctor's thing in a Yorkshire village, wasn't it?
And Cardale
Cardale
sounds like a
Yorkshire
village,
village. The House of Elliot, I think, wasn't that sort of...
Urban.
Yeah, I think it was. Take the High Road, I have absolutely no idea. So I'm thinking Peak Practice. So why don't we ask the audience?
I think we should ask the audience.
Want to ask the audience?
Yes.
Or we can do the 50-50, right?
And if it's there, you mean? Actually, that's a good point. Let's go 50-50.
Sure.
Yes.
Or ask the audience.
50-50.
Okay.
Take away 2 random wrong answers, Anthony, Piers and Emily the right answer, and the one remaining wrong answer.
Right.
Peak practice.
Big practice.
Final answer.
Yeah, we like it.
Final answer.
It's the right answer. You got 10,000 pounds. Okay, right, now you have £10,000. You have used only one lifeline, and you were 2 away from 50,000. Have a look at question number 6. This is for 20 grand. If you give me a wrong answer here, though, you would lose 9,000. You only guarantee 1,000, so take your time. Here it is, question number 6 of a possible 12. Which of these musical instruments takes its name from the German words for bells and play? Trombone, xylophone, glockenspiel, clarinet. Why are you whispering?
Because glockenspiel's the only one that sounds German.
It does sound quite German.
So, I mean, I may be an idiot, but I think glockenspiel sounds more German than
Trombone.
the others.
Yeah.
Spiel probably is play in German, I have no idea.
And it's a 2-syllable.
Glocken sounds a bit like bell ringing, doesn't it? You'd go and whack your glockens of an evening.
What is a glockenspiel? Is it bells?
I reckon it's a bell that you play.
Yeah. I think you could be onto something here, Chris.
It's a glockenspiel.
You've talked us into it.
Yes.
For better or for worse.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Final answer.
You had £10,000. You just won 20,000. You got £20,000. You are 1 away from £50,000. You still have phone a friend, which could be Judith Keppel or whoever you choose, and you've still got this fine audience. Have a look. Question number 7 is for £50,000. If you gave me a wrong answer here, you would lose 19 of the 20 you have at this moment. So take your time, have a look. The town of Wadi Halfa in Sudan stands on which river? Limpopo, Orange, Niger, Nile. Now, Emily, what are you thinking?
All we're talking about is who we call.
It's got to be either Judith Keppel or Larry, the librarian. You may remember Larry. He came up trumps last time. He's the Mirror's chief librarian and literally knows everything. Literally everything.
The Limpopo is further south.
You should know this. This is Newsnight territory, isn't it? How many times have you read out Wadi Halfa?
It's a river, I told you.
Paxton would have got this by now. He would have done.
Do you think Paxton would have sat next to me? I think it's the Nile.
Do you think it's a Nile?
But let's call Judith.
Judith?
It's hard, it's a difficult name to call out.
This has got Larry written all over it.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
We're going to find a friend, Larry.
Sure. It's wasting a lifeline, she knows.
I think it's too big a risk.
Yeah, I
As we
agree.
get to 50, we're home and
We'd
dry.
never speak again.
Larry's going to deliver.
Where is Larry?
He's I don't know where Larry is, actually. Probably in his library.
Is he going to answer the phone?
Of course he can answer the phone. Oh, who's going to speak to him, please? Larry?
Yes?
Hiya, Chris Tarrant here, how are you?
Oh, fine.
Well, good news. I've got Emily and Piers here. They're actually doing rather well. They're on £20,000. This answer is worth £50,000 for their 2 charities.
So no pressure then.
All right, no pressure at all, Larry. All right, mate. So listen, the next voice here will be Piers. It's into the question. There are still 4 possible answers. One of them's the right answer, and it's worth 50 grand. All right, Larry?
Okay.
Okay, Piers, lots of luck. You've got 30 seconds. Your time starts now.
Okay, Larry.
Okay.
The town of Wadi Halfa in Sudan stands on which river? Limpopo, Orange, Niger, Nile.
Nile.
Nile, you sure?
100%.
100%?
Yep.
I knew you'd know, Larry. I owe you another drink.
Okay.
Thanks very much.
You should have trusted me.
Larry knows everything. Trust you. From the BBC, right now. That's a joke.
Hit you in the ribs.
If Larry's 100%, I totally trust him. And if Emily said it first as well, I think we're there. So I think we're agreed that our final answer is D.
You're still looking worried.
Nile.
Now I've gone past them. Floating.
You just won £50,000. That's fantastic. Wellbeing of women and sparks are £50,000 better.
I can't race.
I'll pull out the dress and he'll crack his ribs.
Hold on. It's yours. Take it.
Perfect.
Chris.
So we get to keep that, whatever.
Yeah, whatever happens, you will go home with at least that amount of money.
I'm going to enjoy this next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be the last, but we'll enjoy it.
No, listen, you've still got to ask the audience.
We've got the audience.
And you have £50,000.
Good point.
You're only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right answers away from £1 million. That would be good. Question number 8 is one of those you might as well play. You cannot lose on this amount of money. You're guaranteed to go home with at least 50 grand. And question number 8 is for 75. Look at your face beaming, Emily. 75,000. Here it comes. Question number 8. You're 5 away from £1 million. Jojoba oil, widely used in cosmetics, is extracted from which part of the plant? Petals, leaves, roots, seeds.
Okay.
I don't think you can get a lot of oil from petals.
We don't like petals, and I don't like leaves.
Probably not leaves either, so it's probably roots or seeds.
I've never heard of the seeds of it.
Cosmetics. It's either seeds or roots, I'd say.
I think we're going to ask the audience.
Yes. We might
Why
as well.
wouldn't we?
Ask the audience?
Yeah.
Right, audience, first time we've needed you so far on the show. This is the question. All on your keypads, please. Here we go. Jojoba oil, widely used in cosmetics, is extracted from which part of the plant? Petals, leaves, roots, or seeds? All vote now. 45% say roots, 34 seeds, 17 leaves, 4 say petals. Now, what do you think? What are you going to do? It's worth 75 grand.
We both basically are steering towards roots anyway.
Yeah.
It's either roots or seeds, I think. I can't imagine you can get a lot of oil from petals or leaves. So we're going to trust the audience.
Trust the audience and
And
go
we're going to go
for
with final answer, roots.
How do you think you've done?
I trust the audience.
You had £50,000. You've still got £50,000. I'm afraid the right answer was C. Sorry, guys. But not a bad result. Come on, give him a big hand. Time to meet our next couple of celebrity players, Vanessa Feltz and Ben Ofedu. Right, here to play for breast cancer care this evening. Vanessa got a first-class honours degree in Cambridge, and then started
Doesn't mean I know everything, does it?
started her varied career writing for an advertising journal magazine, and became a columnist for the Jewish Chronicle. From there on, she went into radio and then got a big break when she took over entertaining guests on the Big Breakfast Bed. This led to her getting her own daytime talk show called Sony Pictures Television. Currently, she's back on radio with a daily show in London, and helping Vanessa to raise as much as possible for the same charity. Fiancé Ben. Big Ben was the lead singer of dance music band Fancy Small. He's also had a successful solo singing career, as well as working with a number of other bands. Last year, he moved in with Debbie McGee. Temporarily, we hasten to add, he was on Celebrity Wife Swap, which made, of course, that Vanessa moved in with Paul Daniels, which was not necessarily a temporary marriage ever. Right now, Vanessa and Big Ben are just 12 questions away from the magical million for their favourite cause, and as ever, they've got their 3 lifelines to help them. They got 50-50, they can phone a friend, and they can ask the audience. Right, lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Right, question number 1. For £500, you're 2 away from a guaranteed 1,000. You have all 3 lifelines. Here it comes. MC is an abbreviation of the phrase Master of Certainty. civilities, celebrities, ceremonies.
You've often been one yourself. You're frequently one. He's an MC in colossal demand. So I think we're pretty safe when we say the answer is seven.
Answer, you have £500. Right, question number 2 would guarantee you at least £1,000 tonight. It is the last point. You can go home with nothing. Vanessa, don't panic. It will not happen. You have all 3 lifelines. Have a look. It's question number 2, possibly 12. Here it comes. Which of these French phrases, oh good, which of these French phrases used to describe an exuberant mood? Billet doux, haute cuisine, quel dommage, joie de vivre.
Billet doux is a love letter. Treasure. Haute cuisine, you know what that is. Try and avoid it so you don't get too fat. Quel dommage, God, what a shame, what a tragedy. And joie de vivre means it was full of life. Yeah, lust for life. So I think the answer is D, joie de vivre.
That's the right answer. £1,000. Well played. Why this particular charity? Why breast cancer care?
Well,
it's fairly obvious, but why?
You know,
particularly
1 in
you?
9 women still go down with breast cancer at some point in their lives. Breast Cancer Care, I think, is a fantastic charity because it's all about living with it, positively living with it. So you know that if you get breast cancer, it's not the end. You don't have to bow out. You carry on living a productive, exciting, fun life. And Breast Cancer Care helps people to do that. So that's why I like it so much. It's all about embracing life.
Well, basically, back to the questions, because I want you to earn as much as possible.
I hope so.
You have all 3 lifelines intact. You have £1,000 guaranteed, so whatever happens, you take away at least that amount of money. But you are 10 away from £1 million, wouldn't that be nice? Have a look. Question number 3 is for £2,000. Broadway, New York's theatre district, is in which borough? Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, Staten Island.
Oh my goodness.
I
Do you have a feeling about this?
think Manhattan.
So do I.
Yeah.
I think Manhattan because that's the centre of New York and
Yeah.
the others are all kind of local neighbourhoods. It's like saying Oxford Street is in Kilburn or Dulwich or what, isn't it? So I'm thinking Manhattan.
Yeah, it's definitely not Staten Island.
No.
Definitely not
Brooklyn.
Queens. It'd be between Brooklyn and Manhattan. I'm sure it's
I
Manhattan.
think we'll go Manhattan. B.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the right answer.
Oh, you phew.
You have £2,000. You're going to be all right. You don't think you're going to fade away, the pair of you. £2,000, you're going fine. You have not yet touched any lifelines. Have a look, question number 4. This is for £5,000. The money now goes up much faster than it used to. Edith Bowman. Why are you grinning?
She's a good pal of Ben's.
Yeah, I know you do.
Is best known as what? Opera singer, impressionist, comedian, disc jockey.
Like I said, I mean, we'll have to be very quick on this one. I think it's D, disc jockey.
She's not an opera singer then?
No.
No, definitely not. But she's got a great voice, though.
She's got a great voice.
She won a Fame Academy.
That's right, she was terrific.
Yeah. So she's got a great voice.
But she's not an opera singer, she's a disc jockey.
Final answer.
Yes.
Yeah, fine answer.
It's the right answer. Got £5,000. Must work with her capital with Edith and Cat Dealey. Right. You have £5,000. Do you think turnaround changed your life?
Yeah, it turned my life around, literally. Yeah, excuse the pun. Sorry. But you know, it was an overnight success, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it was getting played on sort of underground radio for a while. Then when it became mainstream, it was absolutely massive. And it's a funny dance record because any record that's made in a genre but crosses that genre and becomes just a great song, which is what Turnaround is, it will change anyone's life. And it was everywhere around the world, apart from America. It was huge in Kazakhstan. I don't know, China, you know, the furthest regions. I'd go to places and at airports people would sort of know the band and know...
He's been very modest. Girls used to swoon and scream his name
well,
in Kazakhstan.
I wouldn't go that far. It's not really a sexy song though, is it? Hey, what's wrong with you?
Quite sexy.
Well,
I think it's sexy.
I don't know.
Did it for me, I have to say. Gave me a bit of a buzz, frankly. Were you fat or small? No, you can't have been small.
Well, it depended on what day of the week that you asked for that question. No,
How do you go, let's call ourselves Fats and Small?
Really, what happened was it was two DJs who didn't really kind of want the limelight, and I was the one who always used to go around and do the promotional work. I love them to bits, and it was Jason Fats and Russell Small, and I was the vocalist. But because I went around and done all the PAs, people just call me Fats and Small. Really, that's actually
Hi, I'm Fats and Small.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've been going out with him for months before I dared ask that question.
Or which one?
Are you fat or small? Yeah, I didn't dare ask.
Well, no.
It seemed a bit personal.
Well, it's not for me to pry. You have £5,000. Question number 5 is for... I know what you're doing. You're trying to keep me talking, so I won't ask you any more questions. You have £5,000. I want you to win lots more money for breast cancer care. You have not yet touched a lifeline, which could be critical. Question number 5 is for 10 grand. You can double your money here. Here it comes. Which country topped the medals table at the 2006 Commonwealth Games? Australia, England, Canada, Jamaica. Now, what do you think?
This is not my field, and I don't know is the answer. I've absolutely no idea.
It definitely wasn't England.
No, so I mean...
So it's got to be.
I think this is the kind of thing where we might... I don't know what you think, but where we might enlist the help of the audience. What do you think? Because this looked to me as I passed by like a very athletic, sporty, extra fit audience who might be on top of this kind of thing in a way that we're
Must
not.
have gone in the wrong studio.
No, I didn't. There were biceps rippling and triceps. There were glutes and everything. Because I don't know. Do you know?
No, I don't.
We do not know the answer.
For sure.
We have no idea about this at all.
Want to ask the audience?
Yes, please.
OK, let's try 'em. Right, audience. Rippling with muscle. Let's have a look at it. Let's go on.
Please
This is
get
the
this
question.
right,
It's worth
please.
£10,000. Here it comes. Which country topped the medals table at the 2006 Commonwealth Games? Now, on your keypads, please. A is Australia. B is England. C is Canada. D is Jamaica. All vote now. % say Australia, 3% think, 9% think it might have been Canada, 1% Ben say Jamaica. It's your call, but it's a pretty high percentage.
Go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm satisfied with that.
If you're wrong, it's £4,000, you've got 5,000, it's worth 10.
I think they're a very discerning audience, and I'm going with A, Australia.
Right, final answer, yes? It is the right answer. You got £10,000. You had £10,000. Question number 6 is for £20,000. You still have 2 lifelines. Here it comes. The town of Berwick-upon-Tweed is in which English county? Northumberland, Cheshire, Shropshire, Lancashire.
Gosh, you're the one that was touring with the band. I was just at home stuffing a chicken. You were out touring. Berwick-upon-Tweed.
I don't know. It just sounds like it'd be in Shropshire.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't know the answer. I think it might be Northumberland, but I don't know. I certainly don't want to risk anybody's money at breast cancer care. So I think what we may have to do, I don't think there's any point going 50-50 because we just don't know anyway. If we go 50-50, we still won't know. So I think we should probably phone a friend at this point. What do you think?
Okay, now who would know?
I don't know if we've got any friends who know anything either. Let's ask Tom Pacey, he might know.
Do you think?
Yes, he's very clever.
Okay. Phone Tom. Where is he at the moment? It'd be handy if he was in Berwick upon Tweed.
Wouldn't it be? It was strongly through the high street. Very convenient.
Hello?
Tom.
Hiya.
Chris Tarrant, how are you?
I'm very well.
Now, serious business. Ben and Vanessa here, they're actually doing rather well. They're on £10,000, but they're stuck
Right, okay.
on a particular question. There are still 4 possible answers. One of these is worth £20,000.
Okay.
All right, mate, fingers crossed. Vanessa, lots of luck. Your time starts now.
The town of Berwick upon Tweed is in which English county? Is it A, Northumberland, B, Cheshire, C, Shropshire, or D, Lancashire? Berwick upon Tweed.
Northumberland, 100%.
I adore you. You are our best friend forever and ever. Thank you very much indeed, Tom.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, Tom, take your time.
He's a genius.
Clearly. Well, it's your call.
Oh.
You seem quite positive, it has to be said, but it's entirely up to you.
I think we're going with A, Northumberland.
The fastest phone friends we've ever had. Is that your final answer, you two?
Yes.
It's the right answer. You got £20,000. It's the most northerly town right up on the border,
dear.
and I go there fishing. Right, you have £20,000. You still have a 50-50. Question number 7 is for £50,000. I will warn you, if you give me a wrong answer, you would lose £19,000. You can use a 50-50 and still take £20,000 away, which would still be a handsome result. So, this is question number 7 of a possible 12. It is worth £50,000. Here it comes. Mercury and which other are known as the inferior planets? Jupiter, Neptune, Saturn, Venus. That's worth £50,000. You do have one lifeline.
It's definitely between Neptune and Venus, I think.
That's really funny.
Definitely,
I thought it was Saturn.
That sounds. I'm just going on. I know it sounds really silly, but just going on inferior, as in smaller, kind of. And I think it's Neptune and Venus.
Oh dear.
I definitely think
Patrick Moore, where are you when we need you most? I think we better go 50-50, just at least let that help us out, really.
Yeah. I'm going to take away 2 random wrong answers, leave Ben and Vanessa the right answer, and the one remaining wrong answer.
Ah.
So your Neptune theory is gone,
Yeah.
and your Saturn theory is gone.
Yes.
You have
So
Jupiter
Venus.
or Venus. Now, Mercury and which other are known as the inferior planets? Jupiter or Venus? One of those is worth £50,000. One of those would cost you £19,000. You've got £20,000 at this moment.
Truth.
Jupiter's huge, isn't it?
I don't know, I'm a girl. We didn't do that. I know that's really sexist. I was always snogging and we didn't do anything about planets. That was...
So we didn't do
We just
planets
didn't do
'cause I was
them.
always snogging.
We were snogging and we were doing like English and history, but we didn't do planets.
Jupiter's. I'm sure Jupiter's bigger than. Oh, this. I don't want to sound.
Do you really know this, or are you just kind of imagining it?
See.
I mean, were you the kind of
I've always
boy
thought
that you-
Jupiter was bigger than Earth.
But have you just thought that because it's one of your
No, it's just one of
fancies,
those
or
kind
you
of
just know it?
sci-fi things that you learn as a kid.
I just know I don't know, so I'm an ignoramus. But you, do you know, or is it a hunch, or is it a feeling, an instinct, or did you used to read about this when you were a
All
child?
right. I don't know. I know about 80%, I think.
So you're pretty sure.
Yeah, but I mean, there's that 20%, which could be, you know. If I was at home watching this,
Yes.
I'd go Venus, walk out the room, get a cup of tea, and expect to hear a round of applause. I wouldn't think it was Jupiter, but because I'm here,
Ben, you're not at home, you're here.
I know.
You are here.
No.
Should we go for it?
I mean, if it's,
Well, they'll know we tried our best.
yeah, that's what I think.
Okay. I support you.
Could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm really sorry.
Okay, if we're wrong, we're so sorry. We're just trying our best.
Play.
Yeah.
Playing Venus, yeah.
Yeah.
Final answer. You had £20,000 and you could have walked away as well. You've just won £50,000. That was so good! That was so brave, man.
Fantastic!
Wasn't that?
Wow!
Oh.
Gosh, that was brilliant!
you've done. This is the minimum amount you will take home, you two. Fantastic.
That's
Breast cancer care,
fantastic.
£50,000. Well done. No more lifelines, but the next question is for 75. Look at you, Ben. You look absolutely battered. Whatever happens, you go away with 50 grand. You might as well play the next one. You cannot lose. It's for £75,000. Have a look at it. Tell us what you want to do. Fantastic. What is the capital of the US state of Nebraska? Lincoln, Coolidge, Eisenhower, Roosevelt.
Is there any bells with you?
Come on, Ben, baby, you're on a roll. Come on, Ben.
Well, they're all, the rest of them
They're all presidents. The one that rings a bell with me, and I don't know why, and it could just be in my imagination, but is Lincoln, Nebraska. I feel like I've heard it before.
I was going to go Lincoln or Roosevelt.
I mean, I don't know. I've never been there. I don't know why I think it's that. But I certainly... There's something about it. I don't know whether I don't know. Any thoughts or feelings about it?
As I said, the two things I did think of was Lincoln and Roosevelt.
My feeling would be, since we've got nothing to lose and everything to gain, might as well go for it anyway. And if you don't feel strongly about any of the others, I would go for Lincoln, just because I think it sounds familiar somehow.
Yeah, Lincoln. It's Coolidge or Lincoln.
You think Lincoln?
Yeah.
Fun answer.
Yes.
You just won £75,000. Doing it, but you're doing good. £75,000. You have 50 guaranteed.
That's nice.
That's fantastic. Have a look.
Looks lovely, doesn't it?
It looks lovely.
God, it looks
you
fabulous.
have £75,000. Now listen, this next bit is very serious because you would drop £25,000. You know 50 grand's guaranteed. Whatever happens, you go home with that. You got £75,000 at this moment, and of course you can take it away. But the next question, number 9, you could double your money to £150,000.
Wow.
So you drop 25, or you could play for another 75. Question number 9 is worth £150,000. You are 4 right answers away from 1 million. Take your time, have a look, tell me what you want to do. You might know this, well, let's see. What was the title of the Eurythmics' only #1 hit in the UK charts? Wait and see what comes up. Sweet Dreams. Who's That Girl? Here Comes the Rain Again. There Must Be an Angel.
I think it was There Must Be an Angel. That's all my musical. That's everything I got. Question.
Right.
Sweet Dreams, huge hit, and everyone kind of knows that. I know what the tune is. That girl. There Must Be an Angel. I just remember being. I just remember being young, and the video, and she's wearing white with a harp, and the angel with the beard and everything, and I just remember it constantly. And #1 this week.
Oh, do you? Oh, well, in that case, you remember
that
it.
kind of thing, but you know, I mean.
I think if you remember him saying at #1 this week, then you remember.
Yeah, I think the obvious one everyone would think was Sweet Dreams.
But it's not.
What was it? Well, I mean,
go with it. You feel you know it. I think you feel you know it because you know it.
We're going to go for D. There Must Be an Angel, Chris.
Final answer. It's worth a gamble. You had £75,000. Watch my lips, Ben. Watch my lips for this. You've just won 100. Spot on. Sweet Dreams got to #2. Who's That Girl? #3. Rain Again, which is my favourite, got to #8.
Yeah.
Ben, I love you. To hell with Vanessa, I love you. That's fantastic.
That's really fantastic.
That's so good.
Absolutely amazing.
Have a look. You had £75,000. You now have, this is a serious amount of money, £150,000. But we don't want to give you that. Question number 10 is for £250,000, a quarter of a million. You do not have to play this question. You can walk away with this huge cheque here. You have no lifelines. This is the question. Number 10 of a possible 12. Which fruit featured on Catherine of Aragon's coat of arms? Apple, gooseberry, orange, pomegranate. That's worth a quarter of a million.
I mean, I know a bit about Catherine of Aragon. I know that she was Henry VIII's first wife. I know she was the mother of Mary Tudor. I know she was married to his elder brother first, and then he died. And I wonder whether Aragon actually means one of these fruits or something like that.
Right, okay. So there you go.
But if it does, then it's a language I don't speak and I don't know. And I don't know it. Poor Catherine of Aragon, she was a tragic character. Very, very religious, Catholic, extremely observant, virtuous.
I'm drawn towards...
I'm not going to be drawn at this stage, are we?
No, this is like, I mean, this
Like
is
a
like
what- if
the
it's like-
wildest guess.
It's like a wander through the greengrocers. You're suddenly drawn towards the pomegranate. I'm kind of edging towards the gooseberry. I've got a huge amount of money. Yeah.
You're guaranteed £50,000, you know that, that's
Yeah.
guaranteed. You've got £150,000 at this moment. It's worth £250,000. If you went for it and gave me a wrong answer, you would lose £100,000.
I would not dream of taking a punt on this.
But you would say pomegranate. If it was 500 quid, you go, oh, I think it's pomegranate. Would you? I've been intrigued.
Yeah, why not? Hey, I'm drawn towards it. I don't actually know. It's just maybe all the other fruits I know. So pomegranate I haven't tasted, or I don't know. There's no reason.
We're not playing it.
We're not playing it. We're definitely not playing it.
Vanessa, what would you go for out of interest?
I might go for apple. I certainly wouldn't go for orange. And I really just don't know.
Okay, give a big hand. There you go. I will tell you, if you had said apple in a moment of madness, you would have lost £100,000.
Oh, thank goodness.
If you'd said orange, you would have lost £100,000. If you'd said gooseberry, you would have lost.
No way!
£100,000.
Oh, that's extraordinary.
If you'd said pomegranate, I would be giving you a cheque for a quarter of a million.
Oh, my goodness.
Give him a big hand. 100